We are flipped and open to Matthew chapter 22, KJV. Now, this Bible that I am reading from is different from your virtual Bible, I want to say, because some of the wording in here is different, but this is still KJV. I'm not sure why that is, but I noticed that the last time, so I'm just updating you all in case you're confused. Still follow along in KJV. And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teachest the way of God in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? But Jesus perceived their wickedness, and said, Why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Shew me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny, and he saith unto them, Whose is this image and superscription? They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. When they had heard these words, they marveled, and left him, and went their way. Matthew 22, verse 16 through 22. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, you know what time of year it is. Let's talk your taxes. Yeah. There are a few things everyone needs to know. If this is your first time filing for taxes, congratulations. This is a great part of your adulthood when you do it properly. Remember when I said that we have to be stewards of everything that God gives us? Not just finances, but in this particular sense, finances. While you're doing that bookkeeping, set aside 10% for the Lord, because that's what He requires. And that should be our desire. There are four kinds of people who would file taxes: individual, self-employment, seniors, business. Yes, seniors over the age of 65 have a specialized tax form. Fascinating, right? But that's for them and not for you. Tax forms that we see the most: 1040s, 1099s, and W-2s, or Schedules A through, I believe, SE. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's as far as they go. These again are for the following individuals: payroll employees, self-employed, business, and seniors. Okay? I'm going to give you several tips, 3 primarily, to prepare and excel in tax season. The first step, prepare. Preparedness is awareness. We need to be keeping track of how much we've been making throughout the year. How do we do that? Bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is something I stress to not just myself, but to my peers and my family, colleagues, and employees quite tremendously. Bookkeeping keeps you organized, diligent, and neat. It keeps everything in one place. You know how much you're spending, where you're spending it, and why. We should be doing this months in advance, not 2 weeks before tax season. Play around and you will find out. I realize, for those of you who have an ADHD personality, for me, okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable for a second. I work best under threats. For one, I work well because the Lord is my steward. And I work well because the Lord is my shepherd, and I am the steward. And who am I to not steward what He has given me? Anything I have to buy, I pray for. Every purchase is not made without His approval. It is documented. It is accounted for. How much, how little, how long, its purpose, etc. Therefore, this keeps me on track. Even when it comes to filming, I put a schedule ahead. I plan months in advance, seasons in advance, to what it is that needs to be done and how it needs to be done. So yes, preparedness is awareness. Excel, Microsoft Word. You can make a PowerPoint if you want to. Don't know how that will help you, but your PowerPoint. Notes, the iPhone you're using, the Android you have in your hand right now, they have free platforms that you can utilize. You don't even have to pay for anything. You don't have to download a single thing. Or old school, pen and paper. You have no excuse. Bookkeeping. Do it, live it, love it, learn it, practice it out. Now, if you do not have the time, or if you've never been taught how to do so, don't worry. Not only do we have AI, Google, social media. If you really need help and you don't trust any of those sources, you can get a tax advisor to assist you. You afford it. You can go to your local library, courthouse, or do a quick Google search for cheap registered tax advisors or accountants that can assist you in this process. Or if you don't feel like leaving the comfort of your home, there are applications and softwares that could assist you in the tax filing process where licensed virtual individuals can help you in the comfort of your home. And we don't want to skip this part, your taxable income. This is how much you owe. They're going to usually take that out automatically. But if there's something wrong with you, then they're going to ask you to pay it immediately. I don't want to say it like that. If you don't have those hiccups this year, I know it can be annoying. Just be patient. And finally, it depends on your new home, apartment, townhome, condo. Yeah, what do they call those things? What did they call them? RV. Congrats. Or whatever. Now it's time, prior to doing any of the information I just shared with you, that we follow the state's tax laws. Before you review and do any of this information, especially for those of you who have just relocated, congratulations on your new home, okay? But let's be mindful. Each state has different tax laws. And I say this with love and care. Some of you get angry that your state's tax laws are different. In this state, I could have did this, that, and the other. Am I right off? For yeah, it doesn't work like that everywhere, babes. So take that into account if you're looking to relocate for whatever reason. State tax laws, okay? Because that could be a hindrance or a major advantage to you. And we want to be careful because moving is very expensive. Interstate moving is very expensive. And it's imperative that where you live is where you can thrive. Okay? God bless you this tax season. What is owed to Caesar is owed to Caesar. What belongs to God belongs to God. Relations to whatever purchase you so do. But remember to incorporate the Lord in that purchase because it belongs to Him anyways. God bless. Ciao.